Have you ever noticed how something as simple as getting up from a chair or bending down to tie your shoes feels harder than it used to? Maybe your legs feel a little shaky, your knees ache more often, or your balance just isn't what it once was. It's not your imagination, and it's not just aging. It's a sign that your lower body strength is quietly slipping away, one day at a time. What most people over 60 don't realize is this: losing leg strength is the #1 predictor of losing independence. It starts small, avoiding stairs, holding onto walls, or sitting longer, but it can eventually lead to falls, hospital stays, and depending on others for help. You've probably been told to just walk more, but here's the truth: walking alone isn't enough. It doesn't rebuild real strength, it doesn't restore balance, and it doesn't stop the silent muscle loss that speeds up after 60. That's exactly why this video is different. We're not going to show you the same 5 basic exercises you've seen everywhere else. Instead, you'll discover 5 powerful movements designed to activate deep muscle chains, reprogram your nervous system, and give you back full control of your body, starting with your legs. These exercises aren't flashy or complicated, but they work fast. And the best part, you can do them all at home. No equipment, no gym required. Stick around until the end, because by the time we're done, your legs, your balance, and your confidence will start to feel completely different. Before we get started, tell us your name and where you're watching from in the comments below. We'd love to know who's joining us. Exercise 1. Deep ground hold, also known as the modern Asian squat. Target areas include hips, thighs, ankles, core, pelvic floor, and nervous system control. This isn't just a squat. The deep ground hold, better known as the modernized Asian squat, is a general reset to the entire body that most older adults in the West never practice, though it is one of the most natural and fundamental human postures. When you settle into this deep position, your body wakes up muscles that might have been asleep for years. Your glutes, your hip stabilizers, your ankle flexors, and even your pelvic floor. These are the muscles responsible for how you sit, stand, walk, and react when you lose your balance. Most balance training skips over this part of teaching your body how to handle itself in low, unstable position, which is just where most falls happen. The deep ground hold retrains your brain and nervous system to stabilize you when it matters most. That is not all, though. This position does improve digestion by increasing intra-abdominal pressure and helps realign your posture from the inside out. It has been a part of daily life for centuries in many cultures, for eating, resting, even giving birth. Another benefit is that it does some gentle decompression in your lower back and sacral area, easing the stiffness that comes with too much sitting. To practice it regularly does not just stretch your muscles, it restores your body's natural foundation for healthy movement. For older adults, even partial mastery of this hold can mean stronger legs, open hips, better posture, improved digestion, and calmer breathing. This is not an exercise, but a posture your body was built for, and it is time to reclaim it. To perform it, stand with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width and your toes turned outward, about 20 degrees. Slowly lower your hips toward the floor while keeping your heels flat. When your heels rise, place a rolled towel underneath them. Place your elbows inside your knees and bring your palms together in front of your chest in a prayer pose. Keep your back straight and your chest lifted. Avoiding any kind of hunching forward, breathe deeply and hold the position for 10 to 30 seconds. Then press through your heels to get up slowly. If you feel unstable, hold onto a chair or counter for support. Don't push for depth. Go only as low as feels safe and comfortable. Exercise 2. Seated leg extension. Target areas include quadriceps, knee joint support, circulation, and mind muscle connection. Standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, walking uphill. These everyday movements all depend on one powerful muscle group: your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs. Located at the front of your thighs, your quadriceps are the main muscles responsible for extending your knees. But after the age of 60, these powerful muscles often become dangerously underused. Why does that happen? Because many older adults gradually develop protective habits, avoiding stairs, walking shorter distances, and sitting for longer periods of time. Over time, the brain starts to forget how to properly activate these muscles. That leads to weakness, instability, and even more strain on your knees. The seated leg extension is one of the best ways to wake up and re-engage your quadriceps without standing, squatting, or putting unnecessary pressure on painful joints. What makes this movement so powerful is its ability to reconnect your brain and muscles, teaching your nervous system how to properly activate your thighs again. And that's not all. Strengthening your quads also helps to stabilize the knees, reduce pain, and prevent wobbly steps. It protects your hips and lower back by distributing pressure evenly across your body. It improves circulation in the legs, helping to reduce swelling and prevent blood from pooling. It also supports better posture since strong thighs keep your pelvis upright. And perhaps most importantly, it builds confidence in your daily movements, reducing the fear of falling. This simple move is also perfect for anyone recovering from injury or surgery. It can be done at different intensity levels and easily modified for beginners. But don't think of it as a rehab exercise. It's actually a preventative strategy to help you stay strong, mobile, and independent. To perform it, sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor and your knees bent at a right angle. Slowly lift one foot, extending your leg forward until it's almost straight. Squeeze your thigh at the top and hold for 2 to 3 seconds before lowering it back down with control. Then switch to the other leg and repeat. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions on each side. Move slowly and focus on the muscle tension, not speed. If you want an added challenge, you can use light ankle weights or a resistance band once you're ready. And if you don't have any equipment, just focus on tightening your thigh as much as possible during each lift. That tension alone will make a big difference. Now, let's move on to the next one. Exercise 3 is called the side leg raise with core engagement. The main target areas here are the hip abductors, gluteus, medius, obliques, and pelvic stabilizer. So, why does this exercise matter so much? What if I told you that one small muscle in your hip could be the hidden reason you feel unsteady while walking, stumble when turning, or even experience knee or lower back pain? That muscle is called the gluteus medius, and it's the unsung hero of lower body stability, especially as we age. It sits on the side of your hip and controls your side-to-side balance, pelvic alignment, and knee tracking. Unfortunately, this muscle becomes weak or dormant in many older adults due to years of sitting, walking only in straight lines, and avoiding side movements. The side leg raise with core engagement directly targets this forgotten muscle, while also activating your deep core and obliques, giving you extra balance and control. But this isn't just about toning your hips. When the gluteus medius weakens, your pelvis drops slightly with every step, throwing your whole body alignment off and increasing strain on your knees and spine. That creates strain in your knees, hips, and even your spine. It is a chain reaction, and the fix starts here. Additionally, incorporating light abdominal engagement during this exercise helps reconnect the hip and core, improving body awareness and overall coordination. Over time, this movement builds true pelvic control, which is critical for fall prevention and confident walking. Another overlooked benefit, a stronger side hip reduces compensation pattern, helping relieve lower back pain and improving posture without stretching or chiropractic adjustment. For older adults, this move restores a dimension of movement, lateral strength, that often disappears after 60, but is vital for real-world tasks such as stepping sideways, turning corners, or catching yourself during a trip. How to do it? Stand tall next to a wall or chair for support. Shift weight onto your left leg, keeping it slightly bent. Lightly engage your core. Slowly lift your right leg out to the side, no higher than hip level. Pause and hold for 2 seconds, then lower with control. Do 10 to 12 reps per side, switching legs. Tip: keep your toes pointing forward and avoid leaning toward the opposite side. Focus on controlled movement, not height. Optional, add a light ankle weight or resistance band for added challenge. Exercise 4. Toe raises with breathing sync. Target areas: calves, ankle stabilizers, diaphragm, vascular system. Why this exercise matters? At first glance, this may appear to be a simple calf raise, but when synchronized with proper breathing, it becomes a powerful full body regulator, especially among older adults with poor circulation, fatigue, or postural instability. Toe raises fire the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, key components of your calf complex. What most people do not realize is that these muscles serve as your second heart, pumping venous blood upward from your legs back toward your heart. As we age and become more sedentary, this muscle pump weakens, leading to swelling, cold feet, varicose veins, and even blood pooling that may cause dizziness when standing. But that is just the beginning. When married to rhythmic breathing, this simple movement starts to fire your diaphragm and baroreceptors, blood pressure sensors that regulate the nervous system's calm. Such a combination helps balance the autonomic nervous system, lowers stress levels, improves sleep, and develops respiratory function, all from a standing position. What makes this version unique is how it trains stability and circulation at the same time. Every time you rise onto your toes, your body must subtly adjust its center of gravity, improving reflexive balance. And by pairing movement with breath, you retrain your brain to associate standing tall with calm control. Great for people who, after sitting, experience some lightheadedness, have mild neuropathy, plantar fasciitis, or weak ankles, or for older adults wanting to build endurance without strain on the knees or hips. It should look basic, but when done with intention, it restores control from the ground up. How to perform it? Stand tall next to a wall or counter with the ability to support yourself. Inhale slowly through your nose as you rise up onto the balls of your feet. Hold at the top for 2 to 3 seconds. Staying tall and steady, exhale slowly through your mouth as you lower your heels back down. Repeat 12 to 15 times in a slow rhythmic cycle. Tip: close your eyes for the last few reps to gently challenge your balance. Only if safe optional, do this barefoot to improve foot awareness and strengthen the small intrinsic muscles of your feet. Exercise 5, seated march with mental cueing. Target areas: hip flexors, core, brain, muscle coordination, and cognitive timing. Why this exercise matters. Walking is often called the best activity for older adults, but few realize that walking well isn't just about strong legs. It's about timing, rhythm, and the brain's ability to coordinate every step. As we age, it's not only our muscles that slow down, but the brain's command signals to those muscles weaken too. That's where the seated march with mental cueing steps in. It's deceptively simple, but profoundly powerful. Each controlled lift of the knee strengthens your hip flexors, engages your core, and most importantly, rebuilds the bridge between your brain and body. Here's the twist. This isn't mindless movement. With each lift, you'll say out loud, or think clearly, left up, or even count to the beat. This mental cueing forms a direct link between cognitive action and muscle response, the very skill that prevents stumbles and hesitation during real-life multitasking moments, like walking while talking or carrying something. You're not just training your legs, you're retraining your brain. Together, this creates what experts call dual pathway resilience, a mental, physical synchronization that keeps you balanced, alert, and confident. And because it's performed seated, it's accessible to almost everyone, even those recovering from injury or limited mobility. This gentle motion boosts blood flow to the brain, strengthens coordination between both hemispheres, and restores endurance in the muscles responsible for walking, standing, and climbing stairs. When practiced regularly, it sharpens your focus, steadies your gait, and helps you move through life with quiet control. How to perform it? Sit upright in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Lift your right knee toward your chest while saying, right up. Lower it slowly. Then lift your left knee, saying left up. Continue alternating for 30-60 seconds. Then rest and complete 2 to 3 sets. To make it more challenging, lift your arms in rhythm or tap your opposite hand to each knee. You can even use a metronome or soft beat to keep tempo. Expert insight. Most people think strength fades with age, says Dr. Linda Harper, a physical therapist specializing in mobility. But it's not age, it's disconnection. The nervous system simply forgets how to recruit the right muscles. These exercises aren't just about movement, they're about reconnection. Every step, every hold, every breath in these 5 simple routines rewires the brain-body link we slowly lose with time. You don't need hours in the gym. You just need precision, patience, and presence. Start small, but start now, because the longer you wait, the quieter those signals become. You've now learned 5 simple, powerful movements that go far beyond traditional senior exercises. They don't just tone your body, but they restore your confidence, balance, and independence. These are the movements that teach your body to trust itself again. Most people wait until a fall or a frightening moment before taking action. But decline doesn't strike overnight. It creeps in slowly, unnoticed, Until one day, something as small as tying your shoe feels impossible. The deep ground hold, the seated leg extension, the side leg raise, the toe raise with breath, and the seated march with mental cueing, together, they rebuild what time tries to take away: your strength, your stability, your control. And the best part, you can do them anywhere. No gym, no machines, just you, your breath, and your decision to move forward. So don't close this video and say, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is how decline wins. Do one round, just 30 seconds today, because right now as you sit here, something powerful is already happening. Your body is listening, your brain is reconnecting, and in the next video we're going to take that connection even deeper, unlocking the secret movement pattern that can actually reverse balance decline. But for now, take a breath, because your comeback, it's just getting started.